Anime world. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Conspiracy, bringing to you the Midwest Anime Show, where we discuss anime flavors at the round table, fisticuffs that's legit, and dropping news about what's hot and what's not. Now, I may not look it, but my power level's way over 9,000. So please like, share, and subscribe. Let's go.
You think you know how the world works?
It's him. Do you proceed? Yes.
What if I told you the reality you know is one of many?
This doesn't make any sense.
Not everything does. Not everything has to.
Welcome to the end of your life. And I promise it's going to hurt.
Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Midwest Anime Show. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Mr. Conspiracy. Today we got with us the man who has all the knowledge in the world. That's why we call him this, the professor. And the greatest of all time, my favorite anime character, Pooh Bear. That's what I'm talking about. So we coming to you today with a really popular anime. I definitely love the manga. We're going to be talking about Black Clover. Hopefully you've actually seen Black Clover. If you have not, it is on Hulu and on Crunchyroll. It is a great find, a great watch, and a great read. With Black Clover, I'm going to go ahead and give a little summary, small. It's really long right now, a lot of seasons to it. So I can't really say everything about it because that would take way too long for our roundtable discussion. But Black Clover is basically set in a almost like a medieval time with knights, mages, regular citizens, like a whole bunch of castles, that sort of thing. So you have um, basically almost like a King Arthur round table type of situation going on with magic abilities. You have spirits and so on and so forth, things like that. But when you come to the so there's different kingdoms, and the main kingdom is the kingdom.
Clover Kingdom.
Yeah, Clover Kingdom. Thank you. I appreciate that, Professor. That's why we got him on the show. Um, and so the Clover Kingdom is actually built of these. I guess you want to call them. I guess you can call them guilds, basically. Some that are built up of royals, and some that are not. The one and only, really, that is not built up of royalty is the Black Bulls, which is where our main protagonist is part of. And so you have these guilds that are in charge of the security of the Clover Kingdom, and they only answer to um, the
Wizard King.
the Wizard King. Thank you, Professor. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep tossing them to you. I need you to keep knocking them out the park, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. That's why I got him here. Um, and so the Wizard King is the most powerful wizard in the kingdom, and his job is to oversee all of the wizard captains, all of the mages within the kingdom, and make sure that if they can't handle something, that the Wizard King go ahead and steps up and protects the kingdom. The funny thing is that you would think that the Wizard King rules the kingdom, and he doesn't. The kingdom actually has an emperor with the most highest royal blood. He's a loser. He's a great character. You would definitely love that character for the amount of time that you actually see the emperor, which is, thank goodness, not that much. But that's just the basic kind of standing of the world that they live in. But I want to go ahead and let my co-host, the professor, since he's been hitting home runs, I need him to go ahead and definitely bring it home for us. What do you think about Black Clover?
It's an excellent anime. I think it's kind of more in the vein of the Bleaches, the Naruto's of the world, where you have, just a million episodes. You have top-notch animation, voice acting, storytelling. So it's kind of in the vein of those shows, those popular anime shows that, people really love to watch. And it does not disappoint. Just kind of how you laid out, the plot and synopsis about the kingdom and kind of what's going on. The main storyline is this guy who doesn't have magic. I mean, a kingdom that's ruled by magic doesn't have magic, but he wants to be the Wizard King. And so it's kind of like, this guy coming from nothing, trying to get to the top, but he's got a big heart. He loves his friends. He wants to fight for justice, against evil. And it's just a wonderful story, just kind of how it follows him and just follows his friends, the Black Bulls, just these outcasts, these renegades of the kingdom, and just kind of following their antics and them just trying to. It's really based off first in the Clover Kingdom, and then the kind of the bad guys try to infiltrate them. And as the story goes along, it goes on to other kingdoms like the Heart Kingdom and Kingdom of Spades, and just kind of branches out as the story goes along. But it's an excellent watch. I haven't really gotten to the manga as of yet, but definitely plan to in the future. So it's one of those long, great kind of anime shows. Again, in the vein of a Bleach or Naruto. So if you haven't watched it, definitely recommend starting from the beginning. You won't be disappointed. Pooh Bear, I'll toss it off to you to see what you think about the anime.
You guys, put the nail in the coffin. I just like you guys, I really love the anime. Just like Mr. Conspiracy said, it does something a little different. It's not your regular anime. Everything kind of happens Japan or whatever. But they take the standpoint from it, like you said, medieval, kind of like Seven Deadly Sins, which I love that show as well. I love the underdog story. I love the stories with underdog, but this one is done right. Like he gets hit, he goes through his punches, he gets beat up, but he never loses hope. He always has his goal set. He's not gonna stop. He doesn't care what anybody says. Lack of magic, he doesn't care. He's got a goal. This is what I believe, and this is what's gonna happen. And I love that. And I love how his whole squad, Black Bulls, they're all underdogs to all these riffraff. They proven themselves to be one of the stronger, I guess you say, I want to say clans. Well, I guess clan, knighthood or whatever. Really, really, and it aged well. Like you said, there's something you can start at the beginning. Like I'm started over already. They missed the beat. The manga is pretty well written as well. So definitely give that a read. Check that out. Man, where they're at right now, ain't full, but it's getting pretty hot. The battles are getting really nasty in the manga, and I cannot wait until they animate that thing. Whew. Black Clover. All right, let me go ahead and give my take on it. I gave a summary, but I'm gonna go ahead and limp my way through trying to give you my take on it. I feel like
He needs some milk.
I need something. So for me, Black Clover is probably like my top 5 when it comes to all the anime that I've ever actually seen. Reason why is because of the anime itself, but the story is just really good. They don't do a bunch of filler, which I love that when it comes to anime. Like I hate filler, which Bleach, Fairy Tail, Naruto has a lot of that. I don't like that. And they have their own unique story. It's set in medieval time, but like Pooh Bear said, I love a underdog story, but he's an underdog to a small extent, and he's not your normal underdog, where he just finds this cliche ability, right? And it's just your normal cliche ability that you would normally get, like you take this magical medicine, or someone gives you their abilities, or they unlock a hidden power that you had before, or they give you their ability, something like that, which is the normal cliche and basically like how they give it to you. Like some spirit comes out of nowhere. Oh, hey, you lost your cultivation, or I see that you have some type of fated destiny. Let me be your master, or some garbage like that cliche. He actually works hard from the get go And that's what makes him special. I'm talking about the fact that he can't use magic, but his physical gifts is what really makes him special. And he works hard for those. Like he trains 24/7 all the time, swinging swords, swinging his sticks, and he just physically does physical strength training all the time. So his stamina, his durability, just his human strength alone is just on a far different level. It's almost like a poor
I think you're
homeless
glitching
man's
in real time.
one punch.
Yeah, Marcus, you frozen.
um, and the fact that he's an orphan,
Oh,
and his best
that was
friend is an
me.
orphan right along with him, but his best friend is a gifted mage. And not only just gifted, he's almost like a chosen one when it comes to a mage. Basically, like he was born to be the Wizard King, almost with his innate abilities that he has, which is it is a really a great watch, and I really don't want to give too much away, but they grow together, but just differently. Joins the greatest guild, which is the Golden Dawn, and he becomes great, phenomenal, exactly what you think he should be, and I think he surpasses that, especially with the villains that they fight, and their villains are unique. We lost Pooh Bear, but we'll get him back. The villains are very unique, and I just like the differences and the storytelling that comes along with the anime and the type of characters, with the setting of the environment, and I just love that. And so, when you bring all that together, I think that you have a great anime. Cooper, what have you
New
done?
explanation.
It's cool, but
No takebacks.
I think it is. Yeah, it is echoing. You didn't put the echo cancellation on Pooh Bear when you came back
But
in.
can't.
Because you record, so they won't let you do it. But yeah, man, kind of continue what you're saying, Mr. Conspiracy. I think the aspect of Asta and Yuno growing up in orphanage together, so they're more like brothers than really best friends. They're like brothers. So that's kind of part of the storyline where you got these two polar opposites. You got one who, like you said, has this innate ability that you think, okay, he's going to be Wizard King just because he's so gifted and talented with magic. Ends up in the best guild, the Golden Dawn. You got Asta, who has no magic whatsoever, but just works and trains his body. But no matter how hard he trains, he can't compete with anybody who has magic until he gets this 5 Clover book. They say that's has a demon in it, and so he gets anti magic. And because he has no magic, he can use the anti magic ability, and that's what makes him able to use it. So you got these two polar opposites who actually grew up as brothers. They're rivals, but they're actually brothers. Just because of them both being orphans and growing up in a village, and so you have these layered stories with the Clover Kingdom and the Knights, enemies coming in to attack trying to attack the kingdom, and how that plot develops, how these two brothers how their plot develops and how their relationship develops. So they start off just as really really rivals, then they remain rivals, but they become closer as far as their relationship is concerned. They're becoming more and more like brothers the further you get out into the story. And then you got all of these other relationships and these characters and these captains and everything that's going on. So it's kind of really of a layered story where you have the Wizard King portion. You actually have the human king who's actually king over the entire country. So you've got a really layered story, really great characters. You got these dynamics of these two brothers who are rivals, but they're orphans. They're polar opposite as far as innate ability, no ability, how they flesh everything out. And so it's a really, really well written anime. Really, really talented people. Voice acting is top notch, like we've said before. Animation is on point. So it's just a really good series overall.
Really like how they flesh out the characters as well. Not a lot of anime does that, but they really take the time to develop their characters and tell their backstories, and you kind of get a sense that you feel closer to them because you kind of know them now. The hardships they kind of went through. Some people here are more, I don't know, spoiled more than others, But everybody has their thing that they've gone through, especially with the Black Bulls. But it's just not just with the Black Bulls. I mean, they take time to explain most of their characters. Even if it's just a little bit, some type of background that, or that they might have. And like you said, the storytelling is just great. You think they leave things loose and not explain, but then they come back, even if it's like the next season. They close those loopholes. Like, oh man, I was wondering if they were gonna explain a little bit about that plot hole or whatever, the twist that they did last season. So I really like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Black
the part
Clover
I
is
like kind of how you just mentioned it, how they tell all of the characters' backstories, and like Miss Conspiracy said, there's no filler, so they don't just take an episode and they just have this filler episode
right.
where they're just explaining, this guild, and their captain and their
Right.
backstories. They actually intertwine everybody's backstories in the actual story as it's going along. And
Correct.
it's pretty, pretty remarkable how they kind of put all of these stories and they intertwine them in the main story instead of putting filler stories. Instead of, all right, this main plot is going on, but let's just take some time to talk about all these characters and then we'll get back to the main plot. But they kind of put everything together in that story while explaining everybody's backstory. And so, man, that's pretty good.
Right, all right. Sound like that my two co-hosts know exactly what they're talking about. Pooh Bird, I'm gonna need you to wait next time for me to point you out, for you to be talking, man. I don't like how you going out of line like that. But
Somebody is trying to hijack me or take
you
me.
know,
I don't want to be taken, but if I get taken again, just know I'll be back.
well, man, if you could take it again, man, it's so cool. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
Stupid internet.
So that's it for the round table. Next up, we got everyone's favorite session, fisticuffs, 1-on-1. This time, we're gonna go ahead and do this. Miss Conspiracy, as the host, I'm gonna go ahead and fight against this man Pooh Bear. Number one, because he was getting on my nerves, and number two, because I want the professor to really, lay in at the end, so we can go ahead and figure out who won. But the main winner will be decided by the people who actually comment down in the comments, letting us know who you like. So for today's battle, we have Zoro from One Piece versus Inuyasha. And Pooh Bear, I'm gonna go ahead and let you take Zoro. I think that would be the better take since you love One Piece, and I will take Inuyasha since I think that dude is insane. So Pooh Bear, as the host, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go first and go ahead and make your case of why you think Zoro would actually win.
I think he's gonna smash him. I just be quite honest with you. For one, he has tremendous strength, which I had kind of forgot about. I had to actually go watch a little bit of One Piece to get ready for this. But when he's not fighting and sleeping or taking a crap, he's constantly training, lifting weights. And when I mean weights, weight size of buildings. Don't ask me how he's got it on the boat and where he keeps them. It's kind of asinine. I didn't cuss, that's a word. Asinine. Yeah, that's a plot hole or whatever. But he's always training. He's always getting, so he has a huge, immense physical strength. He's also highly durable. If anybody out there, One Piece lovers, I know my co-hosts, they're not. But if you are, you will, you'll know that he doesn't just fight anybody. He's looking for the strongest because he's trying to become the world's greatest swordsman, which I feel like he's already kind of one person. He's one person below his trainer. Anyway, yeah, he's highly durable. When he gets into these fights, I mean, he's taking physical punishment like no other. He's getting cut up everywhere, bleeding profusely, but he always ends up on top. So he kind of has this the Dragon Ball Z Goku thing. I like to say every time he gets beat up, he gets healed, he gets stronger, just like Goku, basically. Excuse me. He also has a very high tolerance to pain. He was like, well, yeah, he gets cut a lot. Yeah, I would imagine so. But his is really, they showcased it in one episode where his crew, they went up against another pirate crew, which they were kind of outmatched. Luffy, if once again, my One Piece lovers, they know Luffy, the guy who stretched, he's the main character. Well, he actually got his butt handed to him. I mean, he got the hell beat out of him. They were fighting so long, he was so exhausted that I think he was about to die. And one of the characters said, "Yeah, we can save him because he has to have time to heal, but he can't heal because he's going through all this agonizing pain from the fight." So Zoro said, "Well," he says, "I'll take his pain." He says, "Well, I could transfer it to you because this guy had this special powers." He only took a fist size of it, so he took the pain out of Luffy, but he had to send it somewhere, transference of energy. Well, Luffy's pain was what's the size comparison can I do? Take a big beach ball and blow it up by 100 times or whatever. That's how much pain he took out. Well, he took just a fist size and put it in Zoro, and when I tell you it caused that man, like, it looked like he was having a heart attack. And he was like, "Yeah, that was just a little bit. You sure you want to take all this? That's how much of a bad A your captain is." He says, "Nah, for my captain, I'll take it." And he took the whole thing. He pretty much passed out from it. But anybody else, it would have killed them. So high durability. Yeah, he has high tolerance to pain, immense strength, and like I said, he is a master swordsman. And he just doesn't use one sword. Oh no, my man has three. He's three sword style. Well, how can he use three? One he puts in his mouth, which I always, when it first came, I thought that was a little silly. He break his teeth, but when they actually show him he trains, lifting weights with his mouth, it's kind of ridiculous. I find it funny. He's mainly an up close fighter, right? You think he's with swords. It's like, well, you just take his swords away. Well, he has a style that it's a no sword style. So if he ever loses his sword, he can actually use his hands. He can empower them to use his swords, or he can fire off I think it's called like wind blast. I forgot to say it. Like he can send shockwaves towards you just by moving his fist. That's just how strong he is. He can also, he has 1 style, 2 style, and 3 style. Of course, I'm not gonna go through all of them. We'll get to his main 3 style. It's most powerful. I think I ran out. Internet's going away. Oh, am I still here? Nope.
Yeah.
Wait.
We can still hear you.
Does it come back?
Yeah.
You guys
we
froze.
still hear you.
No, I'm going down again. But that's crazy.
Dude, I think.
Well, this conspiracy you up. Connection. I mean, that was a really, really long explanation as the first salvo.
Well,
I think he forfeits, man. You know what I'm saying? Since he can't actually, continue and defend himself no more. But I think I win by default, don't I?
But he didn't throw out the first shot, so you go ahead and see what you got. He thrown it out.
Okay.
He can't rebut you.
Yeah, man, he can't, man. So I win. Just for the fact that I think that Inuyasha, it's gonna blast Zoro. It's over. You know what I'm saying? Done deal.
So
here you go.
So Riverside does not like my laptop. Anyway. So I'm gonna try to make this sweet, short, and simple since I keep losing. 3 sword style. We'll just say his final move. It's called King of Swords, Purgatory. Oh, he's also quick and he can jump high too. So with his 3 sword style, he can use all of his energy in one final attempt. Blow. Yep, there it goes.
All right, Mr. Conspiracy. You just tell me about Inuyasha.
This is crazy.
We gone.
So Inuyasha. Oh, there he is.
Well, yeah. I think you're gonna have to fisticuffs with the professor.
Well, you already shot the first shot, so let me go ahead and go. Inuyasha, I think it's not really a one hit, anything like that. It's not just a guarantee, I'm going to sweep him. But I think Inuyasha does have a chance to get Zoro. Pooh Bear made some good points. I think he really made Zoro out to be a really powerful character. Inuyasha is a half human, half demon. His father was one of the strongest demons ever in history to exist. Um, and he has, of course, superhuman ability. He has super strength, super senses, and what really makes him special is his out of this world regeneration. So when he gets hurt, he quickly regenerates. So he's not only durable, he regenerates. Um, and one of his, I guess you could say his greatest weapon will be Tetsaiga, which is a tooth sword that his father gave him from his own mouth. It's supposed to be indestructible. But the Tech Saga is really special with its special abilities, how it actually destroys barriers, souls, the actual attack power that it has, and that it allows him to actually fight long distances, also up close with brute force. Think about Bleach when it comes to Ichigo and when he does his ability, when it comes like doesn't have to be with the Zanpakuto. I think he can actually do Pooper. What is that called? His sword slash Ichigo sword slash. I forgot the name of his sword. You don't want to help me? That's fine, man. Anyway, it don't matter. You don't
It's been
remember
so
it?
long since I watched Inuyasha.
No, no,
I know
no.
what you're talking about.
Uh, um,
Bleach.
Ichigo's. I'm talking about Ichigo's sword blast. What is that called again? I forgot what it's called.
Oh, man, I don't remember either. Bleach has been long too.
Oh
Yeah,
man, I'm gonna have to.
don't
I'm
ask
have
me to
to.
remember names and stuff.
Oh man. So he can fight long distance. Basically, he doesn't have to just fight up close. Granted, though, one of his weaknesses is that he's really not a strategist when it comes to like learning quickly when he's fighting an unknown opponent. I will say that. But the reason why I say that is the one thing that he can do that may give him an edge. I'm not saying that this is gonna give him the win, but it can give him an edge. One thing about Zoro, he he learns quickly. Don't get me wrong, but his luck with directions is horrible. He
Well,
has like he gets lost pretty easily. You
he's
know,
an idiot. Nobody said he was smart.
So my thing is if so Inuyasha really is great when it comes to his senses. It's almost like a wolf type sense basically that he has. And he's keen in fighting in different environments. Like he's very keen in fighting different environments. I think if he got him into a forest, swamp type environment, forest environment, like a whole bunch of uh, trees, big trees, large trees around. I think maybe that whole luck with the misdirection, he might be able to wear him down. I understand that Zoro's durability is really good, but I think if we're going from a a longevity fight, like I think when it comes to endurance, I really feel that he can get him when it comes to endurance if he's able to use the environment.
That's where I got a counter now because I couldn't get through everything. So yeah, he does have bad directions of yeah, and nobody said Zoro was smart. However, when it comes to fighting, the key to defeating Zoro is to do it quickly. The longer you drag it out, the more it goes into his favor because it's not even like he's a fighting genius. It's just that he takes pleasure in figuring out your strengths and your weaknesses, and then he formulates his fighting plan to topple you. Then, and he does it every fight. And so a longevity fight is probably not the best thing for Inuyasha. Plus, Zoro does have long distance attacks to his slashes. It's just not that, like I say, he the thing with Zoro is he has too many. I think he's probably the one character in One Piece that has too many damn special moves. He names them all off. It's like he gets a new one every dang episode. And they're all, and I think that's because of all his long fights that he's developed them during those times to take out his opponents. So I don't know. A longevity fight will probably not be in his favor. So if Inuyasha's got something in his bag, I would say you need to take him out quickly.
I think longevity plays in his favor the best. Not saying that it's best against Zoro, but I think that that's his best option to win. And here's why I say that: is that Inuyasha is really strong. He is really strong, and he's known for trying to finish fights by brute force as quickly as possible. He is mainly because of his demon side and the fact that he's a halfling, so that kind of gives him an edge on certain demons. But his sword is so indestructible. It's one of the main reasons why I like the power of his sword mainly. But my biggest issue with that brute force situation when it comes to Zoro is that Zoro is he's a grandmaster swordsman, right? Inuyasha is not. Like, he's not even close to being a master swordsman at all. So that's why I really don't want him going for that one hit brute force type situation, because if that one hit does not work, he's screwed immediately because he's not a master swordsman. So that whole slashing thing is not going to work against Zoro. That's an immediate loss, in my opinion, I think. Even with his regeneration.
With Inuyasha, he really, again, the long game, like, I still with the long game, because I keep thinking of things. With Zoro, he can cut through steel. He has the haki. He can turn his body, on top of him being just normally durable, pain endurance, he can turn his body into steel with the haki. He's quick. When I tell you he's strong, he's lifted like 6-story buildings before. No lie. That's how strong he is. And that's why I say he's always working out with these ridiculous amount of weights. It's I have to show it to you, but yeah, the direction thing, I would say I still think he'd have to do it quickly, and he would have to use it. So let's just say environment comes into play. With the woods and everything, he would have to play on that weakness of Zoro. But I still think he don't want to draw that out. He'd have to end it quickly.
Well, that's the only way I think that Inuyasha actually has a chance. If he tries to do a head-to-head, I think that he's going to lose. Because if he can't beat Zoro in that first hit, then I think that he's going to lose even with his regeneration. I think his regeneration comes more better into play if you are talking about long distance type of hit when it comes to the environment that they're in. Zoro's bad direction, and Inuyasha is actually like one of his best strength is his speed. So hitting and running from long distance with his regeneration will, I think, be his best bet as far as trying to win this fight. Like, not to draw, like, his best chance at winning, I think, is drawing on those variables, in my opinion, when it comes to a fighter like Zoro.
And even with Zoro, his defense is also impeccable. Because so usually you can attack with one sword and defend. Even better with two. It gets even 10 times better with his 3, because now he can guard with his front and back in almost any type of direction. He like you said, he's a master swordsman. He can sense people and their movements. He's trained to that degree. It's it's going to be a tough battle for your boy Inuyasha. Zoro's got the fighting experience. I want to say way more. Inuyasha's been a lot of fights, but Zoro's been training since day one. And I don't remember if Inuyasha has. When he was young, I know he wasn't. He was with his mom, and he
he was
yeah
with his
Zoro.
mom. He's
Yeah,
been
he wasn't.
fighting most of his life, but as
But
far as
he
training, no.
right. He hasn't been refined those skills, but Zoro's been doing this since day one. And the I want to say his experiences is going to outpace Inuyasha. Now it's something as far as his attacks is something he hasn't seen before. Well, I mean he's done like I guess you'll say magical stuff coming thrown at him long distances, so that's nothing new for him. Him being a demon, that part will be new. And I mean he's fought people that's regenerated, tons of people who have regeneration skills too, and he's overcome that. And I love Inuyasha, don't get me wrong, but this is a fisticuffs. I just don't see it, especially in the long game. I mean, he's gonna last. Probably he'll last. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Zoro's gonna one shot Inuyasha. I just don't think he wants to carry that thing out. It's gonna be to his detriment.
So I mean, so you wanted me to pull something out the bag, right? Like you wanted, but this is not a kill shot, and that's why I didn't want to. I didn't want to mention this. So his Tensaiga has this special ability, and one of the special features of his Tensaiga is this thing is called the dark cutting moon wave. I didn't want to bring this up because it's not an actual killing move. Like it doesn't actually kill Zoro. All it does is just open up a portal and basically just sucks an enemy in and just transports them to another world, basically. And that world is still technically connected to Inuyasha's world. Um, it's just another world, is all it is, which you can easily get in and out of in Inuyasha's world. So it's just like a transportation to basically kind of get the enemy away from you. So it's not a killing move.
More like to give it a
So
draw to get away.
yeah, basically, yeah. That for him to actually get away and actually, live and survive, right? So
Yeah, that'd probably be the best play. Yeah.
well, that's all I got. The professor, we need to go ahead and have you weigh in, man. What you think?
I don't see him.
Man, Mr. Conspiracy, man, you put it out at the end, man.
Right.
I'm gonna have to
He's
go.
a
I'm
ghost.
gonna have to go.
Somebody
I'm gonna have to go
took
with the
him.
draw. I'm gonna have to go with a
Give him
draw.
back, please.
It was heavily on Zoro and Pooh Bear
Do
with the
you hear
win
him?
until you brought out that last move, the Moonwave. He gonna slash. He gonna send him that
No,
portal. And
seriously. I
Inuyasha
see
gonna
it.
run.
His box is like black, and I have 3 little dots going across.
Say what?
Cooper,
What'd you say?
you can't see nothing?
Nope. All I
You
see
can't
is
see
you
out the
and
see
window,
you?
you. Huh. Well,
Mr.
that's crappy
Conspiracy.
internet
Yeah,
for
I can hear
some
you.
reason.
Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you.
Oh, okay. I can see all y'all.
Maybe my it downgraded to I can keep showing. Then maybe it did some adjustment.
Oh,
So I don't know.
okay.
Well, Professor,
Yeah,
go
but
ahead with your
yeah, man.
thoughts.
I'm gonna say in a draw. I think Inuyasha's gonna pull out that move. He's gonna suck in Zoro, and Inuyasha gonna run away. Otherwise, Inuyasha loses to Zoro convincingly. I think it won't be even a drawn
Yeah, I
out
have to
fight.
tell me what he said when he's done.
Yeah. So I don't think this will be a drawn out fight. I think that Zoro, as the master swordsman, he easily goes heads up with Inuyasha. Yeah, he can't overpower him. Inuyasha's not. Again, he's not a tactician. He's not going to be able to use terrain to his ability, to his advantage, just because he's not that type of fighter. He doesn't have that kind of. He don't have that kind of strategy. He's not a tactician at all. So I think his best bet when he realizes, oh, I'm in trouble. Oh, I can't take out this guy. Oh, he's much better than me. He's gonna use that move to escape. So I'm gonna end it. So I'm gonna say it's a draw. It's conspiracy. Good job pulling that out
Thank you.
at the end.
Thank you. I appreciate that because I didn't know how I was even going to do this against
Yeah,
Zoro because
yeah. So yeah, he can't beat Zoro. He cannot beat Zoro. He can only run away.
let me have Pooh, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, but you can't hear the professor.
I don't even see him.
Okay, you don't even see him. That is weird. Well, he said it's a draw. thanks to the move that I pulled out at the end. So basically, this is a withdrawal and retreat type situation, right? So as long as he can live, he lives to fight another day. Is what it sounds like.
No, come on back,
Uh,
Inuyasha. Let's just come on back, man.
you
Let's have
know,
a
so I
friendly chat.
understand. Like I can hear the audience right now. You know,
Boo! Boo! What kind of
you
crap is
know,
this?
yeah. So I think that it's a draw, but we would like to hear from everyone down in the comment section. Definitely let us know who you think won. Let me know if you think that everything that I said about Inuyasha was just garbage and he should just lose if they go face to face, heads up, that he's not allowed to run. Let me know if that's what you think. The professor feels like that it's a draw. Pooh Bear thinks that it's gonna be Zoro. He's on the fence though. And so I think that it's a draw. I'm just glad that I survived in this one on one, honestly. So,
Boo. Boo,
so,
boo. Boo.
so right now we're gonna move on to the next section of this. We're gonna go ahead and talk about what's hot and what's not. That goes for manga. That goes for anime. I'm gonna go ahead and start this off.
No, let me start, just in case I crash.
So Pooh Bears will go ahead and start. What's hot and what's not, Pooh Bear?
Let's see. What's hot? Well, actually, I'm gonna start off with what's not. That crappy red One Piece movie. That is not hot. And I'm a One Piece fan. Let me tell you something. So don't be jumping down my throat. I breathe and live One Piece. They'll tell you. But that movie's a bunch of crap. I'm gonna tell you why it's a bunch of crap. The majority of the movie is about this chick singing. She's singing through the whole damn movie. I don't need to hear you sing. Don't sing to me about what you're doing. Like literally, she is singing the whole time. You're getting a concert. It's a concert. Now don't get me wrong. It's a nice voice. She sings really well. But I didn't get on there to watch a concert. I came for the fights. I wanted to see Shanks just go, do it, fight. I was very disappointed. Very, very disappointed. Yeah. So that's not what's hot. That's not hot on the block. And y'all fight me. One Piece fans, I'm a fan. You don't like it, fight me. I don't care. We can talk about it. Like gentlemen or ladies in the comments. I will reply nicely. If you liked it, I just have to disagree with you. Yeah. I don't have a hot right now. So
Pooh Bear is lukewarm.
Hmm.
Okay, the professor, give me your what's hot and what's not.
Man, I don't have a what's not this week. What's hot right now? Omniscient's Reader's Viewpoint. It's a dope manga. It's about this guy who reads this obscure novel. I mean, it's long. It took him like 10 years to read it. It's like an online novel. He's the only person in the entire world who's ever read this novel. That's it. Nobody else has read it. And then something happens catastrophic where this novel actually comes to life. And everybody's going through like these death matches where these alien type figures, they're putting everybody through scenarios. And so everybody just has to survive. It's like going over the entire world. And so because he's read this book, he knows what's going to happen. He knows what's going on. So it kind of gives him an edge to help people, to save people, to get stronger. He's just trying to save the world, basically. There's this world-ending events that are going to happen. It's like Ragnarok. There's other, cultures that have these world-ending events. He's trying to prevent that from happening. He's trying to prevent the world from being destroyed. Because he has the knowledge from the book, he can do it. And so he's trying to put a team together and get them powered up and get them on his side so he can actually save the world. And so it's definitely hot, definitely worth checking out if you have not checked it out. I've not heard that it's going to be an anime in the works, but it should be. Hopefully it will be one day. But that's what's hot. I don't have a what's not. I almost did. I've just started the second season of Jobless Incarnation. The first episode was trash. And I'm like, oh man, this is starting off really bad. And the second episode was just okay. Third episode, okay, it's starting to pick up. So I'm giving it a chance. So it was about to be a what's not, but I watched the episode today and I was like, okay, it's starting to pick up. I'm gonna give it a chance. But yeah, that first episode was trash. So what's
Okay.
not the first episode of Jobless Incarnation of the second season is trash, but it starts to pick up.
Okay. Professors, what hot and what's not. So for me, what's hot? Hmm, I don't really have much of a what's hot. But I will say that the Magic Emperor is a manga that I really like and it's ongoing. It is basically the Demon King is being reincarnated into this young stewardess dead body while he's dying, protecting the lady of his house. So he basically takes over for the stewardess, and now this failing family, uh, all the family has been killed except for like five guards, the lady of the house, and her baby brother. They are running through the forest trying to get to this family that is has a great relationship with her dad who is now deceased. So they're going basically trying to seek refuge. So when they're leaving, they're basically ambushed. The people who killed the entire family are actually part of her family, and they were traitors. So they actually are they're aligning with this different family, with this different clan, and they are ambushing them right now into the forest, right? And so the last five guards are being taken out at this point, and the stewardess is part of the guard. So he's dying at this moment. The Magic Emperor reincarnates into his body. He gets up, actually figures out what's going on. The traitors of the family try to kill him. They realize that this dude is not to be messed with, and you realize how bad that this guy really is. The stewardess cultivation is trash, but the Demon King is phenomenal. Like his knowledge, his ability, the things that he's able to do. So he has all of his memories. Everything is intact. He remembers everything that he's ever done, and so the abilities and the techniques he's able to use is what truly separates him from the people that he's fighting against. So his sole purpose right now is to make this family great again and the greatest clan in the world. That is the whole purpose of his existence. And one of the main reasons why is because before the steward has died, he has this, he basically gives this heart oath that basically locks up his heart to the lady of the house, saying that no matter what, he's going to give his dying breath to protect her. And even after he dies, he'll protect her no matter what. And he'll give his life always for her. So because he came back to life with the Demon King's soul, then the Demon King is now he has to stay with this oath. Otherwise, his heart will blow up and he'll die all over again. So now his mission is to make this family the strongest in the world. Well, the issue with that is that this family and this clan is non-existent at this point, and they have to go up against the seven houses, which are the strongest clans in the world, not counting the royal family. So he has to make them stronger than all of the seven houses and the royal family with this weak cultivation starting out. It's called Magic Emperor. It is a great read. You should read it. He's the Demon King for a reason. He is ruthless. He is not a overpowered MC. He gradually gets stronger, but he is ruthless. It is not about a harem for him. He does not care about people whatsoever. It is about him and him alone. He uses people as he sees fit, and he treats everyone else like trash, including the young lady and her brother. He does not care. As long as they stay alive, that is all that matters. Okay, you're alive, cool, but you're still worthless. You are lower than a bug to him, regardless. It does not matter. And I love those type of MCs. He kills without remorse. He kills anyone. It does not matter. He doesn't give people a second chance. He kills without remorse, and I love those type of MCs. There's no, maybe I'll let you live because of the people who are behind you, or whatever, who supporting you, have really powerful backers. Nah, none of that. that person's backer could be standing right next to him, and he'll kill that person. It doesn't even matter. He's like, yeah, I killed that dude. You were standing there. Now what? So he's dead now. And it is what it is. I love those type of MCs. Magic Emperor is a great read. I hope they make it into an anime. For me, what's not? I was going to do a different What's Hot, which is an anime, but I'll use that for next week. What's not? I'm gonna go ahead and go with Pooh Bird. What's not is One Piece as a whole. We're not even gonna stop with the movie. We're gonna go One Piece as a whole. Trash. That's right.
No, your
all
statement is
all
trash.
of the fans,
Yours.
all of the fans can come at me. Okay,
Yeah.
One
Come at
Piece is
Come
trash.
at him, One Piece Army.
Okay,
We're coming.
okay. And anybody who got a problem with it, I will answer you in the comments very nicely.
Don't worry.
Okay.
I'm gonna answer him very not nicely.
All right. But anybody who believes that One Piece is good and you've actually seen it, okay, this is a exactly what I think of you right now. I mean, you can't see when you watch this anime and you think it's good. Apparently, you can't see because it's trash. I fell asleep every time I tried to watch it. I couldn't get past like episode 20.
He doesn't like
That's
good
how trash
storytelling.
this is.
He
Okay.
likes-
And here's the crazy part. For it to actually be good, I had to skip arcs. Please tell me how that's supposed to be a great anime, a great story, if I gotta skip 6 arcs ahead just for it to get good.
Did it Naruto and Dragon Ball?
Okay, both of those were phenomenal.
One Piece is
that's
great.
my what's not.
Don't listen.
That's my what's not. Okay, and it just is what it is. People gonna come out the woodworks and hate on me. We can have a great debate. Okay, Pooper, it just is what it is. He's trash. The professor agrees with me. You know
I
what I'm
didn't get
saying?
past episode 5, so I can't. People who love One Piece say
give
you
'em all
love
the
it.
H's.
I love that
Give 'em
you
all
love
the
it.
H's.
I'm
And
not
you know
gonna
what's hot?
disrespect you or
Y'all
call
wanna
it
know what's hot?
trash. I couldn't get past episode
Blueberries.
5, so
Because they're
yeah,
blue.
I'm not a One Piece fan. I never will be.
You know what I'm saying? So this is what we have for y'all today. Black Clover, the round table was phenomenal. Fisticuffs, let us know in the comments exactly who you think won. If you think it's a draw. The what's hot and what's not, I hope y'all go ahead and read everything that we were talking about. Please do not watch One Piece at all. I'm talking about the movie, the animated series.
Watch it all.
All that garbage. You know.
You ain't even
Don't
seen
get
it
your
all.
kids the toys or nothing. But I think that is it for this. I hope you like it. Please like, share, and subscribe. And the Professor Pooper, I thank y'all for joining me. And we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna call this a wrap.
All right, I'll let y'all later.
Mr. Conspiracy. We out.
Thank you for watching this week's episode of the Midwest Anime Show. Be sure to tune in next week for another hot take served on hot buttered toast of anime delight. Y'all come back now.